Alright, let's start it. We'll deal with the ads when it comes. So we're doing Annalise Anecdote story. The Ghost Master. Stage 1. Missing in the night. All non-renters, please keep quiet. Oh, that's where her special is. Treading lightly through the maze of candles and pile papers, the team moves with deliberate caution, their steps barely making a sound. There's something off about this wind. It sounds creepy, like someone heaving a sigh. Don't you think, Joshua? Aren't you scared?
What?
You're joking, right? Joshua's one of the St. Pablo's Foundation's top investigators. Well, I mean, after what happened at Green Lake, I thought everyone knew about him. So Horopita is Joshua, I guess. I think. Let's try not to pigeonhole people, Millie. And why don't we keep that bit of info under our hats, eh? Once this investigation wraps up, that'll be the time for the lead to exit stage left. He squats before the iron door and runs 2 fingers along the floor. This dust is pretty built up. I say the disappearance happened much earlier than we originally thought. And look at all these bills and advertising flyers. Hey, jeez, that hurts. Who smacked my head? The landlady, her hair's in massive curlers, and a toothpick wedged between her teeth, is looming behind him with a rolled up newspaper clutched in her hands. So that reminds me of, like, I'm not sure if you guys remember Kung Fu Hustle, the landlady.
Hey.
What do you think you're doing sneaking around my property? And you, yeah. You with the glasses. What's up with you, huh? Gooping around with those shifty little eyes. Just you wait. I'll call the cops here before you can say unlawful entry.
Hi.
Ma'am, we already informed the local police. We got official permission to investigate this building. Investigate what? There's nothing wrong with my building, and don't you ever think about messing with my tenants unless you're looking to get reported. Millie flashes the St. Pablo Foundation's investigation permit. St. Pablo Foundation? What are you? Some kind of Australian desert police? We're currently looking into the disappearance of 2 members of the Paranormal Affair Bureau. Your tenant, Miss Anna Lee, is one of the freelancers, though it has been a while since we last heard from her. The landlady walks between them, doubt still coloring their faces. This door has been broken for ages. You never get it open. But hey, she still haven't paid the rent, so why should I bother getting someone in to fix it? Despite her warning, the door creaks open after a gentle touch. The gum that was holding open the door lock drops to the floor. The landlady spits out her toothpick and struts smugly into the newly opened office. Huh. Nice try. You want to play, little girl? Let's play. The other goes inside, but Horopedia remains by the doorway. He crouches down to take in the disarray around the entrance. Joshua? She follows his gaze until her eyes lands on the floor. Among the crumpled newspapers and scattered flyers, a single piece of white paper catches her eye. What time is it now? Millie struts and glances at her watch. Almost midnight. Any new orders from the Foundation? No. We need to go. We need to go now. We're running out of time. Finally, the significance of the white sheet of paper draws on the 2 Foundation members. Well, what are you all standing there for? Come on already. I didn't go through all this trouble for nothing. Hold on a sec. You're not leaving just like that. If she's on your payroll, You need to pay her rent. As they ferry you off, a gust of wind suddenly slams the door shut. About that rent. Hey, wait up. I'm not done yet, and this door's still messed up. She bangs on the metal door like a deranged house cat. Hey, come back here. I'm locked in. 4 eyes, come back, you ungrateful jerks. But their footsteps continue to grow more distant.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, ma'am. Things aren't looking so good right now. We don't have the time to break you out. We'll be back before you can say, "Get me out of here!" The landlady clenches her 2 great fists. Get me out of here! Ah, bunch of good-for-nothings. Next time I see you, I'm reporting you to your boss. No, scratch that. I'm gonna sue you for 10 times the rent and emotional damage. As her eyes adjust to the darkness, she finally noticed the stark piece of white paper on the ground. She picks it up and squints as she reads each word in a slow and measured tone. Lighthouse, midnight. Get there before 2 heads roll. What's that mean? Her head throbs. It feels as though it could split open at any moment as her surrounding twists and blurs. A stream of blood runs down her forehead and splatters onto the floor. We meet again, kiddo. Oh. She lifts her chin, finding a stubble face and a pair of sunken eyes before her. The man's collar is stained yellow with neck grease. As he crouches, his grimy underwear peeks out of his Chelsea pants. One hand scratching an ankle onto the foot jammed in the loose and tattered flip-flops. Sifu! To be continued, and right at the start of the ads. Part 2, The Young Exorcist. A child who prefers midnight even more than a moth might. In a dilapidated walled city, newspaper was laid on the ground. By the homeless now flutters and drifts through the air. Wisps of incense smoke spiral upward, shrouding the darkness in a haze of gray. A forgotten corner of the city, a sunken area referred to by the elders as Forbidden Zone. To enter it is to invite every vice in the world into your heart and condemn yourself to a wretched purgatory of your own creation. At least that's what the elders and the TV says. Alright, get her bags first, then we'll see what's inside. Take the cash and her pens and books and stuff. It's Anna Lee when she was young. Does she know how to fight? Let go, you little punk. The bully got beaten up. The boy kicks her hard, sending her crashing to the floor. Oh, so she didn't fight back yet? Her backpack is ripped from her grasp and thrown to the ground. Yo, Chuck, hold her by the shoulders, real tight, like this little girl's guarding her bags like it's made of gold or something. If there's food in there, I got dibs on half of it. Chuck leans forward and clamps her wrists. Tom picks up the backpack and tips its contents onto the ground. He flings the empty backpack into the bushes. What do we have here? Cling film, cleaning stuff, some towels and paper, a wooden sword, and a lousy book. Tsk, what a load of worthless crap. He gives her possession a few nutrition glass before dropping them to the ground. Not even a single penny. I thought she'd have something easy. Guess she's just playing dress up, huh? The grip on Anna's wrist loosened. She holds her head high, unfazed by the threat looming over her. Hey, big guy, this ghost you said you'll take me to see. It's somewhere around here, right? Huh? The hell is she talking about? Her brain's gotta be fried. He neither denies nor confirms it. Annalie drops to the ground, narrowing her eyes as she scans the dilapidated building around her. Hey, what's up with you? You tripping or something? She turns her attention from the door of the building to the narrow space between the two adjacent skyscrapers. She takes a step back, then another, until she can see the whole scene clearly.
Oh dear.
This is... She drops to her knees, the dirt pressing into her skin, and frantically opens the book lying on the ground. She turns page after page. See. No worries, we still got time. Let me check. The sky darkens as a mass of black clouds rushes in, choking the moonlight. The lights hanging in the hallway begin to flicker. The eerie contraption flashes with a very vivid red warning. Huh. That's not right. This book didn't say it would happen this fast. Hey, dumbasses! Get over to the light, quick! They're coming for us. What are you talking? A hand drops onto his shoulder. Whoa! It's the bride! I will, all of you. Run! She levies a swift and brutal kick to his back. The youngsters scramble into the corner, desperate for somewhere to hide. The young, self-taught exorcist crouches down, clutching her peachwood sword. So her sunglasses changed into 3D glasses, I guess. Wait, what do we do? Buffs or debuffs? Oh yeah, okay. Been out of the game too long, huh? This little one got some moves. I didn't know Kunlong had such talent. He runs a hand through his messy hair and pulls out the yellow collar of his grubby skirt. He oozes a foul scent of booze from the previous night. This is... His toes, which are hanging past the edge of the flip-flops, brush against the book lying on the floor. That Baldy really went ahead and sold this thing at some street stall. The nerve of that guy, totally shameless. One day, he's gonna find himself in more trouble than he can handle, and there's no way out of it. He brushes the book off. Wait, he brushes the dirt off the book and stuffs it into his pocket. Hey, old man, what's the big deal, huh? That's 13 holy extraction techniques is mine. You hear that? You hear me? He pulls the book from his ragged coat and dangles it by 2 fingers like bait. Hey, give me that back, eh? She leaps up, her hands outstretched, Yet the book remains just upon her grasp. Your little ghost hunting game's over, girlie. He tears the book into 2 and then into 4. White scraps of paper spirals down into the darkness of the lower levels beneath them. No! She trudges forward without a second thought, only to be firmly restrained. What's your deal, huh? Let me go. That book's mine. What's my deal? That book's filled with a bunch of made-up crap. You'd get yourself into real trouble if you believe even a word of it. I should know. I'm the one who wrote the damn thing. I almost lost my mind doing it. In the end, ghosts are just like the product of collective imagination and mass hysteria. They're nothing but a form of energy, shaped by what you imagine them to be. Like wind, radiation, or even bad gas. Just the kind of energy you can't see. That's why ghosts in different parts of the world are so distinct. Got it? His words match those in the book entirely. Exactly. What? No way! You're Demi-Divine Chen, the guy who could see spirits at 5 and start exorcising evil at 8. Didn't all those arcanists say you were pushing up daisies already? Hey, your eyes work just fine, don't they? Hey, Sifu, what are you running off to? Chen quickens his pace, trying to escape before he draws any more attention. Hey Sifu, how about it? You gonna take me on as your apprentice or not? I've been dreaming of learning from you for ages. I got cash shaved up. I can pay tuition. As she tugs on his clothing, the man stops.
Don't do this.
It's the middle of the night, kiddo. Keep it down. Look, I don't do apprentices, so you should just head home. Exorcism isn't child play. You're just a kid. You're looking to shorten their lifespan? Even seen a dead body before? You think it's just all fun and games? This racket will kill ya. The girl cocks her head. Eh? Of course I know all that. I'm not scared. Not one bit. That's exactly why I should be doing this stuff. A brief flash of surprise flickers in his eyes, but only for a moment. He wrenches himself free from the small hand clinging onto his clothes and slips into a narrow alley. Go get your head checked at the Department of Neurology. Wait. So part 3, safety briefings. Look inside, and all you see is darkness, rushing in like a tide. The floor is strewn with yellow newspaper. Moths flutter around in the lampshade in endless circles. The nearby wooden ladder creaks, and the doors and windows shudder with the wind. Despite the fragility of the house, a single door is all it takes to keep her at bay. She has long since lost count of how long she's been coming here. Sifu, I'm serious. I want to be your student. Ever since I picked up your book at the street market, I've been reading it non-stop. An old, wonky iron pot filled with leftover vegetable thrown out by stall vendors and unprocessed frozen meat from the butcher shop is boiling nearby. The man is sprawled across the pile of paper. He tears a few small strips, crumbles them into the ball, and jams them into his ears. I'll come tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that. I'll come find you, no matter when, no matter what. I'll become the most badass Tenshi of Kowloon. I swear it. As the rain falls even harder outside, her voice grows increasingly faint. He gets up and starts walking. Sifu! Rain's too hard out there. Just come in, alright? Can you can't have you dying on my doorsteps or you'll get me in trouble with the cops. Achoo! Rolls of toilet paper lay piled on the floor like bandages torn from a mummy.
Listen.
Now listen, I can't take you on as a student, alright? You don't respect fear. You're like a baby, ain't got a clue what a cliff is, so you're happy to walk right up to the edge of it. I ain't gonna be stuck cleaning up the mess when some clueless kid ends up going splat. You need to learn what fear is first. No one can teach you that, especially not me. Huh? But Sifu, that's the whole reason I want to be your apprentice. I want to find something that can actually make me feel scared. I just want to know what fear feels like. That's why I'm so into exercising. I mean, exercise. The words hang cold in the air. Kiddo, quit trying to make it sound so innocent when you're really just here for kicks. Admit it, you're just another one of those little rich kids sneaking out of your fancy apartment to get a kick out of this place, ain't ya? You wanna know what fear feels like? Listen to yourself. What a joke. Fine. If you don't want to teach me, then don't. But don't start acting like those lame teachers who lecture me all the time. She drops her head as she continues to mutter to herself. Chen doesn't utter a word. Instead, he keeps stirring the bubbly food in the pot. The rain patters outside while the fire hisses and crackles. Anna Lee, curled up in a corner wrapped in old clothes, drifts into sleep. Before her long, her rhythmless snoring fills the room. Yo, kiddo, this ain't some daycare, you know? He shakes her arm in an attempt to wake her. Then, he noticed a birthmark on it. Oh, no, a burn. Ain't no way this is just a coincidence. Damn it. Wait, so what happened? Sources report that the fire of Zing Street has left 4 dead and 3 critically injured. Authorities has apprehended the suspect, and the survivors are currently under police protection. Turn it off. Don't wake the girl. If it weren't for her special eyes, this arcade case would have been dead in the water, and we'll be back on patrol duty. But we can't just keep the kid here like this. Doesn't she have any other families besides her parents? Are we gonna have to send her into foster care? He glances at the girl on the couch. She's lying still with her back to them. She has a distant aunt. She says she's on the way. Unseen by the officers, her eyes remain open, blank, and glued to the wall. This kid's something else. Stared right at her parents' burned corpse and didn't even flinch. Not even a tear. Word is, when the officers showed up, there were a dozen of ghosts closing in on her, but she was just huddled completely still with those burns on her hands. Wasn't trying to get away or anything. She didn't come in for the statement until we cleared her parents' bodies. The bodies were alright, but man, the way her eyes are always just staring like that. I don't know if I don't know. It creeps me out, I swear. I haven't seen her blink. Yeah, doesn't cry, doesn't laugh. Just that has that blank, dead expression on her face. She doesn't act like a kid at all. They say that only the possessed don't get scared at all like that. The officer adopted a deliberate grim frown. Maybe this kid isn't even human anymore. Hahaha. You should have seen the look on your face. Relax. I'm just messing with you. Sunlight creeps in through the crack of the door. Chen holds her arm, inspecting it from all sides, as though it's some type of specimen. You done yet, Sifu? My arm's getting stiff. You said the scar was from the big fire in Zing Street a year ago, right? He lowers her arms, but his eyes repeatedly flicks back to it, as if needing further confirmation. Does that mean you're the girl who was on the news? Your parents. Oh, so you know about all that, Sifu. Guess I'm pretty famous, huh? Anna rubs her arms, her demeanor unexpectedly composed for someone so young. She makes it seem as though the tragedy was just another everyday occurrence. I never thought Lady Luck would find me this fast. The heavens have smiled upon me. You don't even know how wrong you were, you blind old fool. Huh? What are you talking about, Sifu? He stamps at the fire, a particular grin curling at the corner of his mouth. A mix of relief and an intense satisfaction washes over him, like when you tear open a scab to savor the pain. You're really dying to be my student, huh? Then, alright, kiddo. Let's do this. He flings the door open in an almost mad frenzy, grabbing the girl's hand as she charges out. Oh, Sifu, where are we going now? Under the bridge. Cars rush over the bridge above, but their thunderous roar reverberating through the arches and rumbling beneath their feet. Beneath a crowd of customers bustle, each of them seeking to know their fortune. One merchant, who was previously on the verge of tears, beams with joy as his fortune is told. Meanwhile, a group of foreign tourists smiles fades as the palm reader issues a solemn warning. Each customer dreams of seeing what lies beyond Destiny walls, though some spend their last coin here, others strike a wish with Destiny's ultimate jackpot. And that is how this location, known as Under the Bridge, has earned its infamous reputation. Here, crush this talisman into pieces and eat a little 3 times a day after meals for 3 days, and all will be well. Thank you, Master. You're a lifesaver. Wait. The blind fortune teller sniffs the air, detecting a familiar odor. Wow. Oh, Sifu! I didn't know there was such a big place down here. Could open a new office down here. You don't want to live here. Hurry up, kid. Ain't nothing worth seeing here. He pulls Anna as she tries to take in her surroundings, her head swiveling as she tries to see it from every angle. A hand grabs his collar. Well, well. As if it's Demi-Divine Chen. I thought you already made it big. What are you still doing walking around under the bridge, eh? Huh? Aren't you supposed to be blind, mister? She waves her hand in front of the fortune teller's sunglasses. Even a blind man can light a lamp. Blind eyes don't make for a blind heart, Missy. I have already foreseen his return. As for you, little lady. He snatches Anna's wavering hand and grips it tight. Remarkable bones. What a fine specimen you are. Your destiny is in perfect balance after surviving such a calamity. Certainly not one to be confined by anything. But your parents. It's too soon. Far too soon. You shouldn't have brought her here. Hey, let go, you blind old fool. Chen's expression turns dark as he drags Anna off. Sifu! He continues to pull her without a word, barging through the crowd. As they go, Anna's eyes remains fixed on the blind fortune teller under the bridge, as he's holding a non-existent gaze. There's no escaping it, accept your destiny. A bottomless well yawns before them. Chen stands at the edge and takes a deep breath. Listen up, kiddo. This well, they call it destiny. It's been here since long before this bridge even existed. If you want to be an exorcist and study under me, you're going to have to dive into this well and pull your own calamity hexagram out of the muck at the bottom of it. This is the first karmatic trial for any exorcist. Once you pass this test, you'll be worthy of calling yourself an exorcist. He loosens the dirt around the well's edge and pulls out a rusty copper chain. Otherwise, it ends here. You go your way, I go mine. And you don't come bothering me anymore. You hear? For real? Too easy. Let me take a look. She clutches the rims of the well as she leans over to stare into the abyss below. The well's walls are thick with complex yellow talisman, as if they've grown from the bottom like ivy. The deeper it goes, the more tightly packed the talisman becomes, until not a single ray of light can be seen. Tsk. A cold wind rushes from the bottom of the well, sending a shiver down her spine. Alright, listen up. I'm going to wrap the chain around you. Then, you get in the bucket, and I'll lower you down to the bottom. Nice and slow. Now... He unfastens the 3 clarity bells from his belt and secures it around the girl's waist. Keep this bell on. If you run into any trouble, ring it 3 times and I'll pull you up in a flash. Got it? You want out, you ring the bell. Got that, Shifu? You know, I'm a night owl. Darkness doesn't scare me. I can handle it. I'll pull the clarity hex again right out. Just don't go back on your words, okay? She climbs into the bucket, and he slowly lowers her into the well. At first, she feels like a stone sinking into the ocean. The light still caught in her eyes, but the darkness envelops her, and she is left in complete darkness. In the blink of an eye, the stone hits the bottom. She doesn't know, does she, that you've never been to the bottom of that well, never faced your own trial? She doesn't know that you were the one who performed an unlicensed exorcism and burned down those buildings a year ago? Oh yes, I know she's the orphan who made the headlines. The cops might not have pinned it on you, but the karma you sow, you reap it in time. And no Tenshi has ever let anyone so young go down the well. Even if she does come back, she'll be in a trance for days. Some of her 3 shows and 7 spirits are bound to be lost forever. You're totally unfit to be an exorcist. You realize that, don't you? You already hurt so many people, and now you're gonna hurt her too? You blind fool, just wait and see. One calamity cancels out another. I brought her here. If she doesn't survive, her calamity will bury mine, and I can finally have peace. Once she rings the bell, our karmic connection will end, and both be safe. We'll part ways at peace, and there's nothing owned between us. My Shifu up in the heaven, I should have given you my eyes. It's not too late. There's still time to make this right. The blind man lunges forward and tries to lift the chain with his bare hands, the tremendous force carving bloody gashes into his palms. But the chains remain unmoved. It's pointless. This is her child to bear. No one can interfere unless the bell rings. Heavens. This is terrible. If her child leads to her end down there, you won't get away with it. It's worth the risk. Who knows? Even a bicycle could turn into a motorcycle. Part 4. Red Binding Thread. Untie the binding knots of fear. You can hear them, can't you? You're just like me, another poor thing they cast away. Another child left behind and forgotten. Huh? Where's that voice coming from? A cop walkie-talkie? Or is this some kind of off-screen narrative thing? Her hand brushes against the well's wall. She feels the damp moss clinging to it. The well's bottom is unescapable. The stones form a cramped, stifling cage. Hold on, the moss. Is it moving? As the moss creeps and crawls like 1,000 centipedes, the wall fades away. Now I can feel you too. Who's down there? Flashback? Okay, Big Mouth, think you're so special? With those yin-yang eyes you always bragging about, huh? Then have fun sleeping in here tonight. He passed the metal cabinet bound in chains. I hear this old classroom gets really lively around midnight. Since you are so happy to mess with our plans and get us in trouble, how about I give you the chance to see a real ghost? Yo, pour some of the crow blood on the cabinet. You're her Bessie, aren't ya? Lend me a hand, won't ya? He pulls at the girl's hair, pushing her roughly through the cabinet. I don't want to do this, Anna. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Anna stares through the gap in the cabinet. Huh? What am I doing here? Wait. Is this like one of those creepy movies where I had to relive all my fears and sadness? Basically all the messed up stuff that happened to me all over again? Then, I must be the main character! I'm gonna level up and beat the crap out of all those creepy creepsters. But hang on, I'm not scared one bit. So, doesn't that mean I won't level up at all? This is... I've been waiting for you down here for so long. You do remember me, don't you? Those old dolls you threw down here. Their bodies are really come in handy. Numerous twist hands extend from beneath the bed, grabbing and clawing at her ankles. The arm drags her, the sharp nails scraping her leg and drawing blood. She slips and falls. So itchy, eh? Stop tickling my feet. Haha, you guys seriously need to work on your technique. Hey, you're doing it all wrong, and couldn't you clean your nails first? How's your customer supposed to feel comfortable with them all dirty like that? Let me show you how it's done. She clutches one of those bloody hands, folds her fingers, and demonstrates by scraping the knuckles across the sole of her foot. Hey, the old massage guy downstairs from my place says, ah, this is a young Q point. With all the time you spent under the bed, it's no wonder you're always getting headaches. So damp and humid down there. Now, how about this one? Just as the massage course nears its end, a blinding white light interrupts her. The decaying corpse, their flesh half rotten, slowly crawls through the mist. Their tortured cries fills the air as they drag themselves forward by the teeth and half-severed fingers. Give me back my hand. Don't play with that. That's not a marble. That's my eye. I'll bounce from one gravestone to another like a cat, glancing down at her pursuers below. Auntie always says, turn the other cheek. If you can catch me, I'm all yours. It's so boring. It's so boring. As everything darkens once more, the walls draw inwards, curving and forming a ring around her. In the darkness, a soft glow emerged from the soil, sparkling in scattered clusters. Huh? Back already? I'm not done having fun yet. A boy sits in the corner, curled up like a ball. His thumbs are fastened together with a red rope. Huh? So you're the one who's been yapping all this time? It's my job to figure out the fears of those who come down the well, to dig up the dirt beneath you with your hands. What you're looking for is right here, right there. Wow, thanks for the help. She squats down, grinning as she digs into the soil, piling one mound of dirt after another, like a child playing on the beach. She finds a solid wooden hexagram jutting out from the dirt. She reaches out to grab it, only to stop midway. Hey, hang on a minute. If I take this hexagram, does that mean I won't have to worry about anything anymore? No disasters, no sickness? Like the adults say, I can rest easy and without a care? She folds her legs and sits down. If life's all smooth sailing, no twists, no turns, isn't it kind of pointless? I waited at this for ages, and I still haven't found anything actually mind-blowing. What's the point of encountering Intenshi anyway? Thinking about those long, tiresome days ahead, she feels an unbearable itch somewhere inside. Oh, now I get it. Aren't you the expert who hunts down fear for all the up-and-coming Tenshis? Surely you can find something that really shocked me, right? She rises, marching forwardly towards the white light. You want to come with me and find something really scary? Really? I can leave this place? Sure you can. I never ever made empty promises. Hang on, I'll help you undo the red string here. She gently pulls out the red thread wrapped around the thumbs as though unraveling the layer of a cocoon. With every coil she unravels, the fog begins to dissipate. The talisman paper tears free from the well's walls and floats down from above, settling in a pile on the ground. Ding! The red thread snaps. Easy peasy. Where's he gone? So weird. The dried up bottom of the well starts to grow wet. What the heck? Why are my feet getting so sticky? Is some kind of water ghost or what? The water has already risen to her ankles. Suddenly, a massive geyser bursts from the center of the well, spraying water everywhere. What? What kind of ghost is this? The fallen talisman paper swirls in the water as it reaches her waist. Help! Help me, Shifu! She swings the 3 caroling bells in vain, unable to emit any sound beneath the water. The water stings her nose and chokes her throat. She coughs falling as she struggles to stay on the water's surface. As the water level continues to rise, light pours in from above her head. Water rushes out from the well, tossing the unconscious girl and the silent bell onto the ground. Wait, she's out? This little girl. She actually did it? How? How is that even possible? Chen whispers under his breath, paying no attention to her. The fortune teller stumbles over to the girl and slaps her back to help her cough up the water from her throat and nose. With a final splutter of water, she takes a grasp of air. Good, very good, but I can't quite see. What's that in her hands? A flower? Clutched in her palm, wrapped in red binding thread, is a mysterious-looking lily. Why does that name sound familiar? In a game. Lily. Part 5. Outside the Darkness. Playtime begins at midnight. Some 60 or 70 years ago, archaeologists came across bamboo slips inscribed with talismans to drive away evil spirits hidden among the eastern hand tomb, with a dozen of sealed wells. The story behind the sealed wells remained a mystery. The professor studying those ancient texts refused to speak about them. My master's master, and those before him, all said the same. This destiny has been a dry well for centuries. Now, a spring has surged to the surface, and the well overflow. Maybe its mission has come to an end now that it has crossed paths with the girl. Her chromatic bond with under the bridge has ended. No need to watch the well anymore. You can take her back now. Stay away from her and stay out of trouble, and maybe you'll avoid your own calamity. I know where to draw the line. He chose not to respond to the blind fortune teller's words. "10 days later." This is the agreed meeting spot. Deserted and lifeless. When you're among the dead, there's no one who can share your secrets. Anna sits on the rock opposite Chen, swinging her legs. "Since you've proven yourself qualified, I'll tell you the rules passed down from a great grandmaster. Sit still and listen carefully." Anna straightens up, her legs no longer swinging, and listens carefully. "First, never mention anything about the well to anyone. Second, now that your bond is severed, you must never return to the well, ever, understand? If you break either of those rules, I swear on our great grandmaster, you'll be struck by lightning. So, I can't tell anyone about Lily." She murmurs to herself before giving a firm nod. "I understand, Sifu." Her tone sounds serious, as if she grown up all of a sudden. "Good, then. Listen up, kiddo. Now that you're my apprentice, it's time to start with a first teaching, Russian courage training." He guides the girl, her eyes covered by the red cloth. She sends both hands forward, groping at the air in an attempt to determine her location. "Oh, Shifu, I can't see a thing. What kind of courage training is this? The ghosts are, totally invisible with this thing on." "Most of these so-called ghosts are just images people conjure up, energy taking form based on human imagination. That's why ghosts in the East and the West are so different from one another, and the methods of extracting them are so distinct. In essence, the ghost hunting amateurs don't banish the energy itself. They only use their so-called tools to clear the imagination from their own minds. It's like how people turn on the light to drive away the darkness. It's a short-term fix, only capable of handling the weakest of energy. People who believe in ghosts also play a part in creating their image, but as exorcists, we must go beyond the imagination and see the ghost's essence to get rid of it. Exorcists are generally born with yin-yang eyes. Believe me, more than one exorcist has been known to go insane after letting their imagination run wild. So, I'm not supposed to see them the way I imagine them to in my head." He adjusts her blindfolds, pulling it tighter. "That's right, kiddo. You'll be sitting here tonight. I'll set up a tent and paper effigies for you. When midnight has passed, you'll start burning the spirit money on your own. I'll come by to pick you up tomorrow morning. If you take off the blindfolds halfway, though, don't bother waiting for me. Just go back home." The girl hesitates as she wants to say something, but decides against it. It's not too late to back up now. If you change your mind, don't go wasting your time. "No, that's not it. Sifu, I've been meaning to ask, how come you're not afraid of ghosts, but you're afraid of that calamity of yours? I heard you guys talking when I was at the bottom of the well. That old blind man was saying something about me being your calamity and some stuff about karma. Is that really how it works?" Chen goes quiet. He doesn't anticipate this. "You heard?" A cold laugh escapes his mouth. A gust of wind rushes through the cemetery. "Ain't you worried that I'll leave you here to die and no one will ever find out, kiddo?" The girl cracks a smile, as if she just heard a twisted joke. Haha, Sifu, you wouldn't do that. I know you're not cut out to be the bad guy. Ken waves his hands. My calamity is ordained by destiny. Ain't no avoiding it. Since I haven't gone down the well, it comes for me eventually, and you'll be the one to lead it here. I'm only willing to teach you because I know you won't be able to handle it, and my calamity will be delayed and ultimately averted. As for ghosts, they're no big deal to me. Not a real threat at all. This place, though, it's haunted as heck, kiddo. Be careful, or you might end up covered in blood with your head stood open. See you at sunrise, kiddo. Sure, a night like this is way too fun to pass up. And with Lily here, I'm gonna be just fine. She holds the unblossomed Lilo close, squatting down like a devoted believer. Dawn. Chen makes his way through the light morning mist, crossing the cemetery with eager anticipation in his steps. Please, I'm begging you, take her. Just take her away, please. So the spirits are can't handle her now. The ground is littered with towels and paper. The ghost desperately claws its way back under the gravestone, but its hands happen to grab Chen's ankles in the process. Thrown off balance, he plummels to the ground, his head clouding with the gravestone on the way down. Whoa, Shifu, is that you? Anna finally removed the blindfold. She dashes forward, annoying Chan and grabbing the fleeing ghost. Wait, hey, wait up! This brick's not fully charged yet. Boss, I just need a bit more. Why are you taking that? Vegetable scraps and vegetable scraps and plastic bags float in the dirty water at their feet, emitting a repulsive stench. Sifu, what kind of ghost are we hunting now? It smells so bad. I'm gonna have to scrub for 3 days straight to get the stink off. One more thing, Sifu. Your head's really okay? He waves his hand once again. he got that much. He got that much injured. It's nothing. This time, I'm taking away all your exorcism tools. Tonight, you're gonna have to survive in this stinking ghost hole all by yourself. If you wanna be an exorcist, you gotta be adaptable, like those alchemists in the mountains, grabbing whatever's at hand. Whether it's the toilet plunger or your grandma's dentures, you gotta use whatever works. Think outside the box. Don't just rely on talismans, wooden swords, herbs, and foxtails anymore. Still, you should take this protection element. It can save your life if things go south. Wow, thanks, Sifu. What about Lily? Can I take her too? She holds the delicate Lily gently in her hands, as she's holding a sleeping kitty. Up to you, kiddo. I'll pick you up tomorrow. No, scratch that. In 3 days. He holds the bandaged head as he walks, wincing and muttering to himself as he goes. 3 days later. So I'm wondering if he's actually taking her, training her as a student, or she's just like, whatever happens, happens. Kiddo, that's strange. Where'd she go? He approached on tiptoes, his flip-flops making a flat plop-plop sound on the wet ground. Damn, kiddo, I thought you were made of stronger stuff than this. I was starting to think you could take on anything. Well, I guess I'm still your Sifu after all, and since I gave you that protective amulet, you should have made it out of here alive. Guess I'll show a little mercy and find the thing for you. A rummaging comes from deep from within the tunnel. The vibration creates ripples on the water's surface. He looks up. In the distance, a swarm of ghosts rushes towards him, as if fleeing from the long-departed lives. Hey, it's broad sun daylight. Where are you all going? Isn't it just asking for trouble? Running out there like that? Come on, lighten up. Come back and help me with the textures up. Come back and help me get my textures up and running again. It's so boring here. I promise. I'll take Good care of you this time. Where's that voice coming from? Save! Help me! The ragged cloth carried by the ghost is slung over Chen's head, turning everything black. Huh? Get this thing off of me! It stinks! Huh? Looks like one little fishy slipped through the net. Come on, time to go to Mama. My little power generating hamster. She lunges forward, crashing into the man's wrapped in cloth, like a lion leaping onto his prey. Still got some fight in you, hey? Huh, I'll teach you a good little fishy. Eat my invisible pork rib hammer. She raises a talisman covered pig bone that she fished out from the sewers earlier high above her head. Oh, Anna Lee, I had it up to here with you. He rips the cloth off his face as he desperately tries to avoid the impending strike. His backward step just happened to coincide with the cloth landing on the ground, causing him to slip. Is Shifu in the hospital now? He got more injured. Shifu, I'm sorry about that. Rest easy. I'll support you by catching ghosts. Chen, wrapped up like a mummy, lies on the bed with one leg strung up above him. He turns his face away from her, his tears and snot sulking in the pillow. My whole life's repetition down the drain in an instant. God above, what do I owe you? A few million? You can't wait to take my life? The quiet murmurs of the nurse floats in from outside the ward.
Yes.
Like I said, this patient you got, I've never seen someone so respected. Wait, I've never seen someone so respectful. He went to the cemetery last night to honor his ancestors and ended up cracking his head open on one of the graves. Seems like he's always doing good deeds. This time, he ended up with a broken femur. Apparently he dove into the sewer after his grandma's dentures. I guess the heavens is on his side though. Good people get what they deserve, and he got such a sweet girl taking care of him. So I'm not sure if it feels like Adelaide's a bad luck charm for him or not. Is that why she's his calamity? Hey Shifu, you haven't eaten in days. How about a nice apple? She raises a peeled apple in her hands to his mouth, but his lips remain firmly sealed. I'm gonna cheer you up, I swear it! Get out of here, look! I admit it now, I can't handle this kind of calamity. I ain't teaching you anymore, got it? You think this is all fun and games still? I already given you half my life, kiddo. Get lost, you hear me? I didn't take on a student. I took on a walking catastrophe. Anna remains silent as she places the fruit basket on the bedside table. Well, guess I'll head off now. Take care of yourself, Shifu. Who's knocking this time? What the hell do you want now? If you're gonna go, just go. Mr. Chen? The nurse enters with a tray, a slight look of surprise on her face. That girl just now asked me to bring over your liquid meal. She says you'd rather take care of yourself. I get it. Proud men like you aren't the kind to ask for help. She bends down, wiping the tears and snot from his face. 3 months later. He's back to normal. Look, even the bag of mirror at the door is broken. This place definitely has some dark energy in it. It's totally cursed. No wonder that rich guy spent all that money. Exorcists, priests, monks, he hired them all and still nothing works. Now, freeing from his bandages, Chen takes a draft from his cigarette and lets out a deep sigh. This time, it's me and my master out on the hunt together. Nothing's gonna stop us, no ghost or god. Not to mention that rich old grandpa gave us a bunch of money. Money makes the world go round. Even for ghosts, easy la. Chen raises a hand, flicks his cigarette to the ground, and stuffs it out beneath his flip-flops. This time, I'm going solo. You wait for me outside, kiddo. Despite the pout of disappointment on her face, she bluntly steps aside. Me taking care of the logistics, but Sifu, your injury's just healed. You really sure it's fine? Or we can swap places if you're worried I'll bring you bad luck. I can totally handle myself now. For the first time, he reaches out and places his palm on Anna's head. You're a real pain in the ass, kiddo. But as a master, letting my apprentice take the lead would be nothing like abandoning all the lessons of the past. This time, I'll be wearing the 3 clarity bells. If you hear me ring it, pull the rope and bring me back up. If it doesn't work, you'll get yourself to safety. Got it? Anna gives a reluctant nod. Sure. Catch you later, kiddo. He quickly disappears into the darkness beyond the door. Half an hour pass. 1 hour pass. The sun descends from its place high in the sky, and Anna's shadow stretches longer and longer until it almost completely vanishes. Sifu! She bangs on the door, but there's no answer from the other side. Young lady, I haven't come across palm lines like this for a long, long time. You faced many calamities already, but your life force is more resilient than a 1,000-year-old tortoise. You're not like the rest of us. And the lily on your waist, the object of such extreme yang, even though its moments have not arrived yet, you managed to bring it under perfect control. I have to admit, I'm quite amazed. My path is but a humble one. I can't do much to change your destiny. That's not what I wanted to ask, old man. I just want to know, if I bring bad luck to people, if I'm their calamity, does that mean I have to stay away from them? Anyway, too, like, get rid of bad luck I bring. You want to change someone's destiny, young lady. Karma will always catch up to you, no matter how strong your life force. You can't go against heaven and earth. It's best to just leave other people to their own destiny. Besides, if you're their calamity, that means there's a karmic connection between the two of you. They're the one who have wronged you. There's no need to bring misfortune upon yourself. She clutches the protected amulet in her hand and shakes her head. I made up my mind. No matter how tough my destiny gets, I'm not running away. Then, there's only one way forward. You need to stake your own life against the calamity you drawn upon yourself. If your calamity intersects, you either both die or the slate will be wiped clean. But if you made up your mind, do exactly as I say. Carve a slit 3 comes below the lower left section of your palm. But remember, once you do so, you must resolve your calamity before the cut heals and forms a scab. Otherwise, he suddenly falls silent. Anna stares at the nail clipper in her hands, opens the palm of her hands, and counts 1, 2, 3 cuts with her thumb. Hang on, Sifu. She grits her teeth and makes a deep cut as she can bear to ensure she has the most possible time before it heals. A thick line of blood pours from the wound and drips onto the ground. She raises her head and crawls into the partial open, pitch-black cave. Haunted Mansion. A broken mirror, partially draped in a white cloth, stands in the darkness, mist gently raising from its surface. Shattered exorcism tools from the past practitioners have been slacked in the corner by some hidden force, creating a massive, towering leap of debris. This blood is not dry yet. Is it Sifu's? She moves forward, tracing the twisting blood trails on the floor, weaving between the hallway to various rooms and back again. Then, she feels her throat landing on something. Is this Sifu's 3 clarity bells? The bell has been shattered, as though it was crushed by some horrifying force. She crushes down to gather the fragments, but quickly recovers a more terrifying truth. Wait a minute. This blood on the floor. It wasn't here before. Is it still leaking from somewhere? What's with the continuous trail of this stuff? A spine-chilling wind sweeps in from behind. Wait. Did something lure me here on purpose? Blood continues to ooze from the floor, and in the mirror before her, ghostly figures begin to form. Who's that creeping up behind me? She turns around, only to find no one. Sifu, where are you? Can you hear me? The light bulb bursts, and she's left totally in the dark. Trap. Looks like I walked right into a trap. She kneels down, spreads open a roll of blank yellow paper, and smears it with blood, chanting softly under her breath. Holy yellow-robed warriors, sever these evil spirits, banish these demons, crush the wicked, annihilate their kind, command the execution of evil, in accordance with the Jade Emperor decree, to cleanse the 3 realms. She knocks her teeth 3, 6, 12, 24, 36 times. The wicked spirit screams and howls, as if the sound has pierced their eardrums, sending them reeling on the ground in agony. Ha! Ha ha! Looks like it's working, but why? My head's so dizzy. Blood is still pouring out of her wound. It trickles down her palm and drips down to the floor. Is it because I'm losing blood? But wait, it hasn't scabbed over yet. Great, Sifu, your comedy, it still has a chance. As her head grows lighter, she loses her balance and stumbles to the floor. On the walls and ceilings, arms begin to form, the deformed shapes reaching out towards her. Stay behind me, Lily. Amidst the darkness, a flower bud begins to tremble. The object of such extreme yang. So, if I leave Lily out in the sun, will she develop wrong? That's right, you can't raise something like this through conventional methods. Don't listen to the old arcanist who still believes in that yin must weaken, yang must strengthen nonsense. Yang is the ruler, yin is the subject. The subject can never surpass the ruler. When yin rises, it dominates as yang. When yang rises, its dominance as yin. When yin hides and dares not reveal itself, the spirit it ghost remains concealed. And this flower, only when you reach a place where yin spirits linger, will it bloom. The blood gradually opens up, unrevealing a stigma at its center. Oh, so that's what she has in her tank. Hungry! Hungry! At the center of the lily, a petite, delicate head sways happily in the wind. The glow from the lily surrounds her, creating a barrier that keeps the evil in the darkness at bay. Abated and churning, Kiana's mass whispers and shivers. You're a lily. Eat, eat, fun, fun. Hey Abby, welcome in. So we're just working on Annalise's Anecdote, so doing her story, the Ghostmaster. So it's like it's the story from her past, how she became an exorcist, how she's right now she's trying to save her Sifu. This is a place Anna will never think to look. He feels confident about this. He walks out through the back door, flicking a cigarette butt under his flip-flops and stomping it out. He knows Anna's heart well by now. Thanks for taking the hit for me, kiddo. I'll burn some spirit money for you after your death. He steps past the spirit summoning banner struck by the door, waves his hand, and exits. You see that, you blind fool? I have outsmarted destiny. Wonder what the aftermaths he's gonna get. What his karma's gonna happen. Six, living in fear. Worse than fear itself is what hasn't happened yet. Arrived. The night before I left the country, I kept thinking, once I get there, I'll be able to break free from a calamity once and for all. This time, I'll start fresh, open an extra energy in Los Angeles, and live a decent life. A life better than I ever lived before. No more lying around on old newspapers. No more eating half-cooked food. No more looking into the mirror to find this double face staring back at me every day. No more stinking, worn-out shirts. I made contact with the local paranormal affair bureau over here. They've been looking for a Chinese exorcist. But I forgot something. I forgot that when you reach a certain age, you realize there's a bigger thing to fear than ghosts. No, seriously. When this Chinese guy first got here, he had a backpack full of toys and stuff. And he said that he'll clear out the whole haunted house all by his damn self. One time, I had a spirit detector in my hand, and he asked if I was talking to this phone. I'm telling you, it's like he crawled out straight out of a cave. He set down his beer and waved his arms around as he mimics a caveman, causing his drinking mates to burst into laughter. Hey Chen, come over here. Get your little wooden sword and bell. Show him your moves. In the corner, Chen sits with his head down, his fist clenched. Ignore him, Chen. Tony's been pickling his brain since he was just old enough to drink. We all know you got your own methods. You just need some time to prove them. Methods? You mean those 7-star steps? Or whatever it's called? Ha! Guy, look like he's trying to walk the catwalk or something. Quit yanking my chain, buddy. We've given him more than enough time, years even, and the only thing he's gotten better is at making us laugh. I mean, seriously, is there anything he can do? I'm leaving. See you tomorrow. As he stands, others fall silent, their eyes following him as he leaves. Then, another round of laughter erupts. Ah, Ruth, I never get tired of seeing you play. Wait, I never get tired of seeing you try to play the Good Samaritan. Cracks me up every time. I'm serious, Tony. We finally got someone around here who could bring a little entertainment around here. And you want to chase him off? Besides, he makes dealing with stuff in Chinatown a hell of a lot easier. You probably heard of there's a new exorcism agency in Chinatown. The Saint Pablo Foundation already made contact with the girl who opened it. Gave her the green light. Her stuff's the real deal too. Makes Chen's stunt looks even crazier. Not even the people down in Chinatown buys what he's selling anymore. What's her name? It's kind of weird. She's called Anna Lee. She's back. I heard the whole thing from the doorway, but I knew I had no choice, so I made my way back to my place down the street. The irony of this whole thing is that this might be the very reason I became an exorcist. I fear poverty more than ghosts. I fear sickness. I fear their stares. I fear being judged. I fear disappointment. I fear people. I fear that if I leave the bureau, I'll be right back at square one. I'm standing at the crossroad, knowing that if I just turn the corner, I'll be right there in Chinatown, where Arcanists and humans live side by side, but still, I choose not to go. Just keep moving forward, always forward, no looking back, no left or right turns. I can feel so many eyes on me, destiny looming over my head, so I don't look back. I just keep running and running. I know she's on my tail again. I know my calamity isn't through with me yet. I gotta keep running. Escape is the only way forward. Don't get comfortable. Don't even think you're safe. Don't indulge in pleasure. I'll make you complaints. Your punishment will come soon enough. Your calamity's not over yet. Just ahead, up ahead. Always ahead. Don't breathe. You can't breathe yet. Ah! I woke up that night, drenched in sweat, the nightmare still fresh in my mind. Then, I made my decision. I had to kill Anna Lee with my own 2 hands. Hey Ruth, Tony, it's Chen. You guys got time? I have a way to help you clean up Chinatown. Meet me at the lighthouse tomorrow at 3 p.m. Let's see what's this. Oops. Okay. So there's 2 more left. Okay. Part 7. Neither valor nor heroism. A draw isn't equal to half a loss. She lifts her chin, finding this double face and a pair of weary, sunken eyes before her. The man's collar is stained yellow with neck grease. As he crouches, his grimy underwear peeks out from his saucy pants. Wait, so this is back to the first, part 1. One hand scratches an ankle on the foot, jammed in the loose and tattered flip-flops. Sifu! Looks like all the spirit money I burned was for nothing. I didn't expect you to be so full of life. His deep, dark eye sockets are like pits. The blood vessels in his eyes like spider webs. Why can't you just give me some peace, kiddo? He pulls out a chair and sits across from her, as though preparing for her interrogation. His gaze pierced through her, like he's searching for the answer to Destiny's final riddle. I already left everything behind. Can't you just let me get on with my life? Can you show a little mercy? He rips off his toupee, revealing the balding head beneath it. I ain't have a good night's sleep for years. My yanks all faded, and non-stop spiritual procession. The doctor says my kidneys are failing, like I'm some old geezer already. And now, here you are, still working against me. You follow me all the way to Chinatown, just so you can nab my little slice of the pie. Why don't you have to outdo me in everything? Yeah, I done wrong, and yeah, I created this karma, but don't you think I've been through enough? Haven't I already paid the price? Why is it that you could climb out of that well? I couldn't even... Wait. Why is it that you could climb out of that well I could never even climb into? Why is it that you could do all the things I had to fight so hard for, and all without breaking a sweat? But Sifu, there wasn't really anything in the well. He chuckles quietly. You know where 13 holy exorcist techniques came from, Anna? 13 people. 13 Taoist brothers died at the bottom of that well, all for the sake of earning a living as exorcists. You say there's nothing in that well. You think their deaths and mine are nothing but a joke, right? For years, I lived in fear, never once enjoying a single moment of peace. The knife clutch in Chan's hands quiver. Every night, a little more of my hair falls out. Exorcism is all I have left. That blind fool told me you were my calamity, but all you need to do was ring the bell, and I would finally have peace. Peace from all this fear. Then, seeing you come out of that well without so much of a scratch, I couldn't stand it. Why? I thought, why is this happening to me? Why could someone like you just step over the bodies of my brothers like that and tell me how easy it all was? Why does a little kid like you get to surpass me? Is this really my destiny? But Anna, her arms bound, looks bewildered.
Huh? What'd you say?
Sifu, if something hard to do, does that make it something to be proud of? Just because I got out of the well doesn't mean I had to look all sad and gloomy. I'm not going to do that. Anna, you're more ghoulish than any ghost out there. You're not even human. I don't care how many people didn't make it out of your well. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just trying to get paid. I'm not going to walk around like I'm some big deal. I don't have any big dreams, and all that, may the peace be with us, crap. Not interested. I don't want to bother with learning kung fu or whatever. I'm just going to take the easiest, happiest, and most fun road. Sifu, you kept saying that you've never been down to the bottom of the well, but I think you got it wrong. She shakes her head, slipping her hands through the rope. Lily peeks out from behind her, its tongue sticking out. Chen recoils in terror, the chair tilted back and sending him crashing to the ground. The knife slips out of his hands and slides to Anna's feet. What the... Anna gets up, stretching lazily. Turns out, I still prefer exorcism, and I'm not a fan of making enemies. Sifu, why you have to make this so hard? Ghosts, those balls of energy, they don't explain why they have to do... They don't explain why they do what they do. It's just that when people die, their spirits stay frozen in the moment. Pesky spirits, they don't care about right or wrong. Sifu, you think you've never been to the bottom of the well? Well, you've been down there all this time, haven't you? Your fear is fear itself. From the moment you decide not to go down in the well, it took root in your heart. You always called me your calamity, but when I was busy clearing your karma for you, you were the one who ran away. Her expression turned sober. You're full of it. I don't believe you. I don't believe a word of it. You think I'm stupid? This new information and his lingering sense of mortality makes him hesitate. You're gonna help me with my calamity. Haha. Even ghosts wouldn't believe that, Anna. From the very start, it was your fear that made all this happen. But I can't be bothered to explain, Sifu. I don't get your fear. Just like I never understand why I should feel guilty for doing the things I do easily. She scratches her forehead in frustration. This is already more than she's willing to deal with. So, all I know for sure is that you've gotten this far. If you're really suffering, if you're really struggling... She sends the knife flying back towards him with a kick. Sifu, you always wanted to get rid of me, right? You think I'm your calamity, and that me being around is the reason why things aren't working out for you. I'm your fear, aren't I? He can't deny it. He picks up the knife. Well then, go ahead. Take me out. Don't chicken out now, Shifu. Don't fall for those grand speeches and empty gestures. Don't be scared anymore. People will always talk about what's right or wrong, but if you don't listen to them, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not one of those psychological geeks at Laplace. I don't understand what you're going through, and I can't feel what you're feeling, so get rid of me. Or are you going to keep running? Are my words going to make you hesitate again? If you do, I'll call the Foundation to come catch you. I'm a model citizen after all, haha. You can't make a cow drink water if it refuses to lower its head. Her eyes flash with a sudden intensity. Don't try to make up with your so-called ideals of justice, Sifu. Just keep doing your thing. He is momentarily stunned, then sighs, realizing how light the knife feels in his hands. You really are one strange kid. Still, you've done me a solid. He digs the blade into his palm, blood trickling between his fingers. It falls onto the yellow talisman placed on the ground. More soul summoning, Sifu. So old school. Don't worry. I'll catch a couple of them. Might just be enough to cover the electric bill for the fridge. He falls to his knees, his hands clasped to his mouth, but a grayish-green slime forces his way out through his fingers nevertheless. No, that wasn't a soul summoning. Soul guidance. Sifu, keep doing this and you're shortening your life. Her panic makes her hesitate. He wipes the slime from his mouth without the slightest sign of hesitation. You ready, kiddo? Shifu, you already had it all figured out, huh? In too deep to back out now. She lets out a deep breath. Then a wide, carefree smile forms on her face, just as it did for the first time he saw her. Just not you two again. What do you want? Get lost. Ha. You really think we were just waiting around for you to save us? Enough talk, Tony. Chen won't be able to hold them off for long. The effect will wear off soon. Move aside. Ha, don't worry about it. After he's dead, we can make up whatever story he wants. Sifu. Chen, quit wasting your time. Quit wasting your time and hurry up. Ow. Well, take back what's mine. Chen is like a rabid dog. He's out of control. We need to fall back.
It's a tough one, boss. It's a tough one, boss. Thunder to me. Lily. It's a tough one, boss. 朱古力 check。保鮮紙 Thunder to me。陰森森，黑麻麻，睇得是命是暗，真係好得人驚啊！
Shifu, you look much better as a human. Sorry, but this is the last time. Kiddo, good. Very good.
梗係我捉你，唔係你捉我啊！
And last one. Part 8. Didn't see that coming. With some proper elegance, unexpected rewards may follow. We spoke to the other two members of the Paranormal Affair Bureau, and they confirmed that they were part of the trap your Sifu set up. He brought them in to force you out of Chinatown. Also, the staff handling the case reports have made it clear that they disapprove of your actions. They say you shouldn't take persuasive measures rather than escalating the conflict. Regardless, those three troublemakers are down at the police station now. Thanks for your help, although, I have to say, it took me some time to convince them to go there willingly. She rolls her eyes. So, where's my reward for handling the case? You guys better not go back on your word. And don't go thinking you'll get a discount. Not raising my prices is already enough of a special offer for my regulars. She tilts her head, a dark shadow falling on her face as she glares at him like an angry ghost. Here. More than what she expected. A hefty red packet is dropped into her hands. Madam Z told me that this is a custom where you're from. The logistics department didn't have a clue about this red packet, so it took me a while to track it down myself. The shadow lifts, and the golden light flashes in her eyes. She hooks her arms around his shoulder as though they're old friends. Wow, no need to be so polite with me. Thanks so much, boss. I wish everyone in the Sound Powerful Foundation fortune and success in everything. Any of you at this foundation can visit whenever you want, especially Madam Z. I hope she can come for tea whenever she's free. As she speaks, she turns and cracks open the red envelope, taking a sneaky peek before slipping it into her pocket, relieved. Horpedia, whatever you need, you can count on the Neo Science Exorcism Office to come through for you. Oh, that reminds me, there's a few things I need you to clear up. Huh? I was just being polite. Something shows up already? She turns her head and mutters quietly to herself. I heard that where you come from, master-apprentice loyalty is key. Once a master, always a father, right? But you sent your own Sifu to jail, and you seem totally fine with it. Ha! You got me with that one. Oh, I'm not judging you. This is my own personal curiosity speaking. Her smile vanishes. I think it's because he finally said thank you. That scruffy Sifu who only ever saw me as a calamity. He told me, thank you for pulling me out of the well, kiddo. I think deep down, he was actually happy too. Jeez, all this sappy stuff in broad daylight is so cringy, boss. You lost me a bit. What do you mean by the bottom of the well? She waves the question off and turns to leave.
哦，翻工啦！
Figure it out yourself, buddy. I'm out of here. Hang on, why do I get this feeling I forgot something? Oh, the madam in the trapped in the door, right? Or is it something different?
嘿嘿。
There's Lily. Anna's brisk pace stands in a stark contrast to that of the overworked Foundation staff. It's Marcus! Oh, she's from the same place as Madame Z. Breathe, Marcus. It's just like any other conversation. She musters her courage and stands in front of Anna Lee. Huh? What's up, pretty lady? Kung Fai Fa Choi.
Huh? What'd
For
you say?
real? Who taught you that? Anna moves back a step. The unexpected greeting is like an ambush, the kind that breaks empty pocketed adults into a cold sweat. Huh. Anyway, you shouldn't be saying that to me. I'm not old enough to be giving out red packets yet. You chose the wrong girl. Her gaze carries a pure innocence. Her large, confused eyes glimmer like those of an abandoned critter peering out from a cardboard box. Anna tries to ignore them, but they have already taken effect. Oh, fine. Go sweet Fachoy. She reluctantly pulls a bill from the red packet and solemnly hands it over to Marcus. That's all I'm giving you, got it? Not a single penny more. She scurries away as is escaping entitled Tiger's Den, leaving a cloud of dust in her wake. Marcus remains frozen in place, unsure of what has just happened. What? So in case people don't know what that meaning is, it's usually like the married adults giving the red packets to people that are not married. That's what I heard. So I'm not sure if that's correct or not. Amid sorrowful cries in the hallway, there's a rhythmic clunking sound. The residents are huddled together, whispering among themselves. I told you, ever since that girl disappeared, this place has been cursed. Just listen to that note. I heard the landlady got spooked by the ghost inside that she lost her mind. That's why she hasn't been around to collect the rent in a while. Hey, well, that's alright then. No landlady, no rent. He lights the spirit money in his hands and offers several bows to the ghost. Thanks for the favor, ghost buddy. You just stay put, and we'll keep you well fed and as comfortable as can be. Leisurely footsteps echoes from afar, accompanied by a casual whistling.
哇，
Oh, what's with all the commotion late today? Ah, looks like we got some new business coming our way.
Neuroscience Exorcism Office, action!
Is that the end? Is it? Let's see. Yep, it's the end. We finished her story. Alright, let's collect.